Shalom Akim. All praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Kokadash, double line of stud, apostles of great millstone. Salutation to you, Akim, doing the work in truth and sincerity. This is, short video. I was looking at the top headlines, and, I noticed some pretty big things is happening. The first headline, which I have up on screen, Philly tap water still safe to drink, will not be impacted by chemical spill, city says. Now, we already know they've been having a lot of spills again recently. At least they've been in the news. So Philly is the latest to get another spill, another chemical spill in the water. I'm pretty sure that it's going to be going on a whole lot soon, because I've heard some on the local news in Michigan talking about Canada wants to make sure the Great Lakes drinking water is safe or some shit like that. Basically, it ain't no spills been going on in the Great Lakes, but they planning on it, which is the largest source of fresh water on this side of the globe, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, we know you can't really trust with what the government says, period. I mean, they said after the Ohio thing that the water was safe, and the shit looked like a rainbow colors, man. It's crazy. And people getting sick there, and after the train explosion and all that other stuff, hey, it's crazy. But anyway, this is just another chemical spill, and it's been happening a whole lot recently. More and more oil spills is happening, and more chemical spills are happening. Ever since the Ohio train explosion, and and there's been a lot of those that happened all in a row. So that these devils is up to something. And then in another article, because these are the top 3 articles that I didn't see. What is it? At least 40 immigrants killed in a fire at a detention center in Mexico. So they've been talking about that. It's a lot of death going around, So immigrant detention center in Mexico, over 40 was killed. And then I came across this, which I'm sure everybody knows about it now, the Nashville school shooting. And that was another thing. And I'm like, with all this stuff going on, these devils got to be planning something. And when I came across this, they're planning something. They got all these big headlines. That means something is going on. And of course, when you look at this picture, anybody that knows about these devils' witchcraft and numerology, you see 3 kids was killed, supposedly, 999, and then 3 adults were killed, 61, 60, and 61. Come on, man. If you know about how these devils operate, they send messages through the news, through the media, and through the things that happen. So they're about to plan something big. Now, I don't know exactly what it is, but I know it's going to contribute to the end of this kingdom, man, which is a good thing, man. And we also know, I watched Apostle Tahar's video about the money situation, talking about the other nations, the BRICS nations and other nations joined with them are all going to dump the dollar all at the same time, all in one unison. And this is supposed to be happening in a matter of weeks. So, and they're supposed to be announcing this in a matter of weeks. So something real big is about to happen, something real big and terrible, So, hey, I can be prepared, because everybody else ain't prepared. Ain't nobody even talking about it, that the other nations is about to be in one unison against the American dollar, man. And they won't accept American dollars no more as the international currency. And that means that prices are going to skyrocket. basically America not being the international currency, the national currency for everybody, means that since it's not backed up by anything, it's going to be basically inflation is going to happen. Hyperinflation is going to happen because we've already been in this inflationary period. That's why prices seem to have been skyrocketing already. But we're going to go into a period of hyperinflation. Not to mention all the other things that's happening, all these chemical spills and train crashes. And on top of that, hey, once they announce this, they're not dealing with the dollar anymore. I mean, the other nations, then all of a sudden, your money is going to start to devalue at a rapid rate. So all hell could break loose at any time. However, we're going to wait and see what happens over the course of the next few weeks. But this right here actually is, when I seen this school shooting victims thing, I'm like, yeah, these devils is up to something, man. They sending in messages back and forth to each other now, like they're about to do something. So, I only got one scripture. I got 2 Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And that we know how these devils operate. We know these devils send messages through their media, and when they have big stories going out one after the other, it's basically a distraction from something bigger that's about to happen, that they're making happen. And one of the only things that I can think of is the other nations is about to drop this dollar bill, man, this American currency. And that's probably the biggest thing that's happening that's not in the news, man, that they're not talking about. Yet they're blaming the high prices on everything else. And with that, I hope you all can be more edified. Till next time, all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Kokodos. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to you, Akim, doing the work of truth, sincerity. Shalom.